What's up guys, this is Bharat here. Welcome back to another video on TechMatrix. Today I'm going to showcase to you the best thing that has happened to the OnePlus 2. It's the Skydragon ROM and the exposed modules. I've been using this from a couple of weeks now and I really like it. Let's thank the sponsor of this video, Red Wolf. These are some awesome t-shirts from Red Wolf, the merchandise partner for TechMatrix. Check out the kick-ass pop culture inspired designs at redwolf.in. It's great in terms of battery, and I've kind of customized it a lot. So I think this is one of the best things, and if you have a little bit of tech knowledge, you should go ahead and install this and use it for some time. So before moving ahead, you'll need a rooted OnePlus 2 and you'll need 2up installed. So check the links. I'll leave the links in the description. Also, there'll be a suggestion icon on the top right. You can check that. And just going into some of the features of the Skydragon ROM first, it's based on Oxygen OS. The current version is 2.1.1, I think. Let's just go to the settings now and go to about phone and 2.2.0. So it is on the latest build of Oxygen OS. The main features I would say is slight customization features. There'll be a quick install guide. I'll probably just showcase to you how you need to install this. Just going to reboot. Once you have done the root, you can just press this button and going to reboot, and just press on recovery here. Just let that do the rebooting for now. So basically currently I'm just showing you how you can install the ROM. It's having an aroma installer, so it's much easier for you to pick and choose things that you want. So let me just reboot it, give it some time. Okay, so now it's rebooted. I have Team Recovery already installed, so I'll just go ahead and do a backup first. First I'll remove the old backup that I had. So let me just delete this backup first. Okay, so that's deleted. I'll just go ahead and do a backup now. Let it do the backup for some time. Almost done. Just wait for, before installing any ROM, I would always suggest you to do a backup. Backup is very important. You will lose a lot of data if you do something that's not right, and to go back, it's always better to have a backup. Even backup your EFS. I think EFS backup also, I'll send, just keep a link. So once that's done, okay, so let's go ahead and install. So you just need to download the Skydragon ROM. That's the 3.1 .zip. If you can, just go ahead and download 3.0 and a flash 3.1 on top of it. So I'm just going to flash 3.1 just to show you how this works for now. And you need to swipe to confirm flash. So this is the aroma installer. It'll just say next, and here you need to agree the terms and conditions. Just agree that and say next. Okay, so next, special thanks. That's fine. Just I'm just uh, clicking on dirty wipe, but for you, if you're coming from a different ROM, just ensure that you click on full wipe. So you'll need to do a full wipe. I'm doing a dirty wipe because I don't need to wipe the whole data first off. And in this screen, you will need to click on which are the apps that you want to remove. So basically, I don't want the editors, sheets, all these things I don't need. So I'm going to remove them. I'll need the Chrome, calendar, OnePlus camera, and all the other stuff. So I'm just going to leave that. Okay, so I'm going to remove drive. I need the drive. I'll need I don't need Buggle, so I'm removing Buggle. Gmail I don't need. I'll need Hangouts, so I'm keeping it. Keep I need, so I'm keeping it. Google Music I don't need. Play games, okay. File Manager I don't need. Google Videos I don't need. So Google Plus I need. Talkback I need. Google Photos I need. YouTube I need. So only click on the ones that you want to remove, so and click next. And here the same way I'm gonna remove Adobe Reader. Adobe I'll keep. ES File Explorer I'll remove. Greenify I'm gonna keep. We click on next. Don't change DPI. I don't want to change DPI. I already changed the DPI through LEDPI. I'll just show you that in later to 400. I always keep it to 400. Currently it will be at probably at 440 or 420. So I keep it at 400. It looks much better. So just click on install and just wait for some time. Okay, so I've installed SkyDragon. Let us go and install the exposed module as well. So I'll leave the links for OnePlus 2. It will be called as SDK 22 and it's ARM 64. So ensure that you have the ARM 64 version, and the updates will be there in the links. So just go ahead and swipe to confirm flash, and it'll just flash the exposed module. I'm not going to do that right now because I've already installed it. So it's just simple. It's just install and then you will get a reboot icon. So right now I'm going to restore my backup that I've taken, and let's just wait for some time. Okay, so we're back. Once you've done all the before steps, you have to go to file manager. I have Solid Explorer here. You can go into any file manager and just take the exposed application. I think I've left it in a ROM here. Let's just go there. Yeah, and I have the exposed installer 3.0 alpha 4 here. So you need to install that. So I've already installed that, so its installation is pretty simple. Just click on it and it'll ask for install and you can install that. So once you're done with exposed, you almost have a very good ROM here. So let me just show you the uh, time saving features here, or the battery features, the battery time. So basically this is on moderate and heavy usage, you would say. It came to about 4 hours and 38 minutes of standby time, or screen on time, or whatever that we call it, SOT. So it's actually very good. Earlier without this ROM I used to get about 3 hours to 2 hours or 50 minutes or timing, but after installing this ROM it's been really good. So if you look at it here, the network has always been on, the Wi-Fi has always been on, and going into this, Android OS has been the top 13%, screen is the third most, so it's mostly awake. So as you see, it's pretty much on a moderate and heavy usage. Came up to close to 4 hours 28 minutes, which we still had a 5% battery. I think it would have crossed close to 4 hours 40 minutes. I could not take the screenshot at the point of the battery where it kind of died out. This one part where there is a kind of a mark which I had to restart for some problem, so that's why there is a block for that. So apart from that, the ROM performs very well as well. In terms of snappiness, it's very smooth. Like you see here, it's very snappy, and there is no slowness as such. I have a Nova launcher. You can also check out what's on my Android. I'll just leave the links in the description. I've just made one for 2016. So let's just go into the features now. The SkyDragon ROM features, the battery is the main feature, I would say. Other than battery, what is so different is basically, there is you can add 2 column settings and rounded corners. I'll also leave the links in the description, though I don't like that. You can go ahead and flash that on top of that, wherein your corners gets kind of rounded, and also you get the settings to in a dual panel mode. You can add that, and you have the ability to reduce bloatware. When you install, there was an option to choose what you want to install and what you don't want to install. So basically that is something that comes with the ROM. And apart from that, it's pretty basic, but I've customized a lot more inside Xposed. So I'll just show you what I have inside Xposed. So let's just go ahead here, and so this is how Xposed works. First thing, if you have everything ready, then version 79 is that. So this doesn't have any red mark, and it'll, if you installed it properly, there'll be a green signal over here. And going into modules, you have different types of modules which you can install. I have alert slider, gravity box, which I suggest, recommend to anybody. It's very useful, and it has a lot of customization features. Everything works almost. So I also have iFont. I've changed the font, like you see here. The font right now is different, so I'll just show you from the start. I also have changed the slider. I have installed something called alert slider. So I'll just let's go to first to gravity box. So gravity box is where is this? It's here. So wide range of complete customization, from lock screen tweaks. You can change the background wallpaper, shortcuts, pattern error you can enable, quick unlock, wherein basically you enter your password and it doesn't ask you to enter, it just takes the correct password directly. And also direct unlock, smart unlock is there, wherein automatically the smart lock policy detects trusted conditions, wherein you have a smart band or something, and it kind of reacts to that. And going to status bar tweaks, this is what the main advantage of this is. You can change almost add any multiple amounts of status bar tweaks. Right now, in the stock you get only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and couple of these things, but I've added hotspot. Directly you can switch on hotspot. I've also added smart radio and network modes. So directly from here I can change my network to LTE. I can change it to 2G back. So this is a very good feature. I also have a screenshot directly enabled here, so I can just take a screenshot from the screen itself. So like that, which doesn't come in. And also I've set the sleep time, basically the screen on off time. Right now I've kept it to 10 minutes here. And also there is something called smart radio. If I switch this on, I'll just show you what smart radio does in this itself. So you have other stuff as well, like quick app, USB tethering, music, smart radio, compass, expanded desktop, a lot more. So you can just choose from those things. And you can also change the default tiles per row. So basically if you want more than 3 or 4, you can change that. I leave it to default because there's some issues with the DPI when I set it to 400. Right now I'm at 400 DPI, so it's looking a lot neater. And you can also change the quick pull down. Right now it's off, but you can set it to right, like this. It'll basically change. And quick pull down size as well. You can also hide brightness slider and a lot more. If you look at this, the battery bar is on top. This green bar is a battery bar, which gravity box allows you to do. And going back, so let's just go to master. So let's just show you status bar colors. No, okay. So signal settings, LTE, you can keep it as default, and lot more. You can also change the notification heads up by enabling this. You can change a lot of stuff within that. And battery settings, so here is where I choose it as none, indicator style, because I want it to be empty here. And this is where the battery bar comes in. So if I just disable this, the battery bar goes off. So if I enable this, battery bar comes back. So also when you charge, it kind of starts with an animation, which I like. I've chosen 2 pixels as the thickness. So basically you can change that to 1 pixel, but I think 2 pixels is really good. So yeah, so this is something that I like. And also clock, I've added a clock with date and the day. You can change that here, AM and PM. So this is something that I like. And also data traffic monitor, I have set it to omni style. Basically if you have any data running, it will show a quick little omni style here at this side, this point. if I run something, probably you will know what is that. Let's just open that. So that's where you kind of so let's just run something here. So let's just go to XDA and you see something here. So this is what is the data monitor part. Okay, so let's just go into the other part, which is exposed. Where is Gravity Box? There it is. Yeah. Okay, so battery settings, notification ticker, heads up. Okay, so these are all cool things that you have, and you also have Pi controls. You can have a the I don't know whether you know about Pi, but I don't use it with OnePlus 2. It doesn't work so well, so I've kind of switched it off. You can also change something on the power menu. I have given I've not enabled much on this, and also phone tweaks. So you can also change flip action. So I've put it as mute ringer. So whenever there is a flip action, it will mute the ringing when I do that. And also smart radio. This is what smart radio is. So basically, if you switch off your phone's display, it will go into 2G. So let's just show you this how this works. I'll just disable Wi-Fi for now so that you know that that's LTE, and let's just switch on smart radio here. Okay, so that's switched on, and right now it's on global LTE, but when I switch off the screen it will go into 2G mode. So let's just switch off the phone over here. Now right now that you see that it's in 2G mode, and as soon as I switch on the display it goes into LTE. So this is what smart radio does basically. It's like power saving mode for the what you call the radio side. Yeah, so let's just go into the next. There is media tweaks, which is really good. It allows you to expand the volume panel directly. So basically, like you see, it's already in an expanded mode, which I like. I just don't like getting a single volume slider. I just want everything on the same side. And also I have increased my volume for music and so on for 30 steps instead of the standard 8 or 15 steps which comes with OnePlus 2. That helps me in basically getting the right volume levels. I've also linked I've removed the link between ringtone and notification volume so I can set separately. And also what I've done is let's go to screen recording. Yeah, screen recording also kind of unlocked. Let's just check. Okay, so yeah, so this is what Gravity Box does in the first place. So all these features are really helpful. I've kind of customized a lot. So next is the iFont, which is really nice. You can choose a ton of fonts here. I've downloaded a lot of them, and I am currently using which one is mine, my install, my download. I'm using the Andrea. Yeah, I'm using the Andrea print upright. So this is the font that I'm using. I like this font, and if you like it, you can just download it from iFont directly. And also what else? Yeah, the slider. So basically, generally the slider is this side, right? So normally the OnePlus 2 slider works from the top to bottom. When you slide it up, it will go into the notification. So I've just reversed the slider basically. By using that app, you can actually reverse the slider, which is a much better way of using the slider. And so yeah, so that's pretty much it. Hope you like this video, and if I helped you, just give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more such videos. Cheers guys, see you in the next one. Yeah.